This question is from Steve, who helps businesses with a fairly wide range of things. Most of the marketing folks I have talked with always want me to pick a very narrow target niche and only mention a single pain point. So is it wrong for me to use something like, as a marketing message or a description of what it does, I help business owners make changes to their business so that they can grow revenue and profit? Now, it's obviously not wrong. The structure of saying I help these sorts of people get this sort of result can work very well as that sort of description. And as a marketing message, which includes more than just a single sentence, it's still fine, like it's not wrong. But it does have one major issue, which is lack of specificity. But that doesn't mean what people necessarily think it means. So it's not necessarily an issue that he doesn't talk about a specific problem or pain. But let's go through the main issue first. So imagine I would be a coach for sports. And you would want to learn some sports and you would ask me, well, what sports do you know? Like, what can you help me with? And I'd say, all of them. I know every sport. I can help you with whatever sport you want to learn, I can teach it to you. Now, if you want to learn just the very basics, the very first things about some sport, then you might believe that I can know it, that I might be able to know all the sports in the world so that I can teach you the very basics of it. You might not believe in even that, but it's possible you would believe I know that much. But if you wanted to learn a little more, then you couldn't possibly imagine that I would be able to teach every sport in the world at an expert level. I mean, it's completely ridiculous. Now, I don't mean that Steve would suggest that he can teach or help with every business problem, and I don't expect anyone to think he means that. But when you don't have anything more specific, nothing creates that feeling of specificity, then it doesn't feel like this is the best option for me, that I can find a better one. Either I already know a better one or I can find a better one very easily. I'll just type into Google consultant and then my problem, and I'll find people, probably thousands of people, who focus on specifically that single thing. So that's the main problem. I get a lot of people coming to me with this sort of an issue, that other marketing people have told them that you need to get really, really specific, and they feel like that would lead to them sort of missing the whole thing, that their special thing is specifically that they don't focus on a very narrow topic. For example, a while ago, someone came to me and told that their specialty is that they can fix the IT problems that no one else can fix. It's not a specific coding language, it's not a specific type of problem in software, but rather specifically the types of problems that others fail to solve. And all the previous people he had worked with had told that, no, you need to pick a very specific, narrow niche. We were able to make it very specific, but without narrowing down that part, but rather figuring out what are the specific needs and hopes and the perspective of the target customer, so that we could talk to very, very specific things they're looking for. We were looking at things about how to structure the service so that it stands out as completely different than what others are offering, and so on. So you can still have the same idea. You shouldn't need to lose that general idea of what makes you special, even if it is that, well, you just happen to know a wide range of things, and that wide range of things enables you to do something that the people who only know a narrow slice of it aren't able to do. That feeling of specificity, that this is the right thing for me, this is the best thing I can find, it can come from many different things. Some of the obvious options are things like the target customer. So if you focus on a very specific industry or niche or size of company or a specific business model, it can create more of that feeling. It can also be the obvious focus on a very specific problem or pain or goal. It can also be how you solve it. People might be looking for a certain kind of solution to a wide range of things, and if you provide that type of a solution, even if to many different problems, it can still feel like it is the best option for them. It can also be things like guarantees, or how you deliver a service, or pricing models and such. So don't limit your thinking to just figuring out the right problem or a narrow pain or very specific goal you help people with. Without knowing a lot more about Steve's business, I can't really say what would be the right option for him. But what you do need to do, Steve and you in general, is to find a way to make your marketing message, or even this sort of one sentence description of what you do, feel like, for your target customers, feel to them like this is the right thing for me. This is specifically the best option for me. To help a little bit with that, I have a 2-page PDF that's kind of like a test that helps you figure out which ideas are going to work the best. What can you say in your marketing and expect to get the best results? You can get that from the link in the description. In the next video, I answer a question about how to build an organic email list of very hard to reach prospects. So not just buying an email list, but rather building it from scratch. And if you like this video, please click the like button. It really helps me out. You can think of it as a small thank you for the video. And if you have any questions related to this or any other marketing topic, leave them in the comments. I'm going to make way more of these videos, and I'll do it primarily based on what people are asking. Or just share your thoughts about this. I'm curious if there's any other perspectives, or if you have thought about it specifically the same way. That would also be fairly surprising for me. And in any case, I'll see you in the next video.